Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here. I see Shweta, Raj Shekhar and Sarvesh already in the session. So hi all of you, welcome to the session. So we'll start in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Let's wait for a few more students to join and then we will start the session. So Sonu has also joined the session. Hi Sonu, good evening, welcome to the session. Hi Sonali, hi Dhanashri, hi Kala, hi Ramya. Good evening all of you. So I hope all of you are preparing well for the SBI mains examinations that is coming up. Okay, so in today's session we are going to be looking at few questions which would be useful for your preparation for the data analysis and interpretation section for the SBI mains examination. Okay, so if you look at the mains, if you look at this section from the SBI mains, mostly the questions are from data interpretation. You'll have questions on missing data interpretation, or again you get usually questions on data sufficiency, caselets, and there are also at times you get few individual questions as well. So okay, Kala says she didn't clear the prelims. It is okay, Kala, never give up on hope. Okay, prepare better, prepare well for the upcoming examinations, right? Might be not this exam, you will definitely clear other examinations. The most important thing is you should not lose hope if you don't do well in one examination. Okay, yes, there is a lot of competition, right, for SBI. So obviously all of us won't clear, only a very few of us will clear, but don't lose hope, keep trying hard. Definitely you will get into the job that you are looking for. It might take some time, that's all. So Yashwant is asking me, ma'am, where is Rohit Agarwal sir? So Rohit sir just had a session, YouTube session 1.5 hours back. So if any of you missed that session, you can go back and refer to the video. It's available in our YouTube channel. Okay. Yes. So let's get started. Let us look at the questions for today's session. Let me share my screen. Now, the first question for today's session is there on your screen. Read the question, start solving it, and let me know the answer. Good evening, Sugeta, Akash, Tajamul. Good evening, all of you. So try out this question and give me the answer for this one. So what's given here? 2 picnic parties are staying in a dormitory which has a capacity of 400 and presently accommodates 2 groups. 10% of the beds in the dormitory are vacant. So 10% of the beds are vacant means total capacity is 400, out of which 10% is vacant. What is 10% of 400? 40, right? So 40 is vacant means how many beds are occupied or how many people are there? Totally there are 360 people, right? Both the groups put together there are 360 people. Okay, it is given 2 picnic parties are staying in a dormitory, seating capacity is 400 and there are 2 groups staying there. Okay, out of this 2 groups, it is okay, 2 groups are there. It is given 10% of the beds are vacant, 40% of the people staying are ladies. So how many people are there? There are 360 people. Out of this 360 people, 40 people are ladies. So how many ladies are there? 36 into 4, correct? Or I can say the number of ladies in that group is 144. Now, next what is said? The next day, one of the groups left the place with no new persons coming in that day, and 60% of the beds in the dormitory are vacant that night. So, first day there were 360 people totally, right? 2 groups put together, group 1 and group 2 put together. Now, let us assume that on the second day, this group 1 is leaving, group 1 is going. When group 1 goes, what is happening? There is only group 2 that is there. Now, 60% of the beds are vacant, or what can I say? How many people are there now? Only earlier there were 360 people, correct? Total seating, so total capacity was 400 and 10% was vacant. Now 60% is vacant, or what, how many people are there in the dormitory now? 40% of the capacity of the dormitory is only filled, or 40% of 400, right? What is 40% of 400? 160. Or I can say in group 2, right? In group 2 there are 160 people. Group 1 has left. So how many people are there in group 1? 200 people should be there in group 1, because totally there were 360 people, out of which the group 1 people have gone. So remaining only 160 people are there who belong to group 2. Then next what is given? Each group came in 4 buses with each bus having 60 seats. Both the trips were initially planned such that the number of people in each group is just equal to the total capacity of the buses for the group. Now what does this statement mean? Here it is given that each group is coming in 4 buses having 60 seats, or totally each group has 4 buses, right? The total capacity of all the 4 buses put together is 240 for each group. But what has happened? So they were planning to bring 240 people in group 1 and 240 people in group 2. But some people did not turn up, right? So that is why there is a reduction in the number of people who have come. Okay. Now, for every 20 people who are still staying in the dormitory, there is 1 helper in the dormitory. What is the ratio of the number of helpers at the dormitory to the number of people who dropped out of the group that is still staying in the dormitory? So how will you solve this? So this is what is given to us. See, how many people are staying in the dormitory? 160 people are staying in the dormitory. Now in group 2, how many people were supposed to come? 240 people were supposed to come, out of which only 160 have come. Or I can say, how many people have dropped out? 80 people have dropped out from group 2. Correct? Now what is the question? What is the ratio of the number of helpers at the dormitory to the number of people who dropped out of the group which is still staying in the dormitory? So first of all, how many helpers are there in the dormitory? See, it is given that for every 20 people who are still staying in the dormitory, there is 1 helper, right? Totally how many people are staying in the dormitory? 160. For every 20 people, there is 1 helper. So totally there are 8 helpers now. Okay, now and what is the ratio that they are asking? 8 is to 80. And what is 8 is to 80? 1 is to 10. Is it clear? So the answer for this question will be option 1. 1:10. Is it clear to all of you? Any doubts? Yes, clear, right? So generally in such questions you might have one or two more questions from this set, but here there is only one question that has been asked from this set. That's okay. But again, it's easy to solve. You just have to read through the given information and arrive at the answer. Okay? Information is a bit lengthy, that's all. Okay, so Sugeta and Sai Manikanta says, ma'am, please explain the last part once. So, see, totally there were 360 people in group 1 and group 2. Group 1 left, or 200 people left. Now, 160 people who belong to group 2 are there in the dormitory. Now, it is given that when these two groups came, they came in 4 buses having 60 seats each. Okay, or each group ideally should have had 240 people because they were planning to bring all the buses filled, okay, up to seating capacity. So there should have been 240 people from each group. Now if we look at group 2, 80 people have dropped out, correct, during the last minute, because only 160 have come out of the 240. So 80 people have dropped out. Now, and it is given that if you look at the dormitory now, for every 20 people who are staying, there is one helper. So totally 160 people are there. For 20 people, there is one helper. So totally there are 8 helpers in the dormitory. Now the question is, what is the ratio of the number of helpers at the dormitory to the number of people who dropped out of the group that is still staying in the dormitory? Which is the group who is still staying in the dormitory? Group 2. Correct? How many people are there in group 2? 160 people are there. How many people should have been there in group 2? 240 people should have been there. What happened to those 80 people? They are the ones who dropped out in the end, right? That's why only 160 have come from group 2. So that's how I get 80, or the answer is 8:80, which is equal to 1:10. Sugeta, I hope it's clear now. Next one. The next question is on data sufficiency. So read the question and give me the answer. What is given here? N is a 3-digit number. Find n. The first statement says it is 100 times the sum of its digits. The second statement says 2/3 of it and 1/6 of it add up to 250. Very easy, right? See, n is a 3-digit number. You have to find it. First statement says it is 100 times the sum of its digits. Okay. So if you are taking the first statement alone, right? See, what can be the number? The number can be 100, correct? N is equal to 100, or it is nothing but the sum of its digit, right? 1 plus 0 into 100, right? Sum of its digit into 100 gives you the number, correct? So it is satisfying both the conditions. So n can be 100. Similarly, n can also be 200. How? 2 plus 0 into 100, right? Sum of the digits into 100. 100 times the sum of the digits. So using the first statement, I cannot say for sure what is the value of n. N can be 100, n can be 200, correct? I am not getting a unique answer here. So this statement 1 alone is not enough for me to arrive at the answer. Now let us look at the statement 2. What does the statement 2 says? 2/3 of the number plus 1/6 of the number is equal to 250. Definitely if you solve this, you will get the value of n, and that will be a unique value, right? So very clearly I can say that using statement 2 alone, I will be able to arrive at the answer. So what is my answer? Option 2, only if only 2 is sufficient to answer it. Yes, so 2 alone is sufficient. Sai Manikanta, Ayush has given me the answer. Very good. I hope others have also got the answer. Is it clear? 2 alone is sufficient to arrive at the answer. Next one. Next question is also on data sufficiency. Try it and give me the answer. Yes, so Akash has given me the answer. Akash says the answer is option 4. So let's look at the question. The ratio of the number of marbles with Ramesh and those with Suresh is 7:8. Find the number of marbles with Ramesh. Okay. Divya says the correct answer is option 1. Okay, let's see, Divya. So what is it that I know? The ratio of the number of marbles with Ramesh to that of Suresh is R by S, right? I know R by S, that is equal to 7/8. I have to find out what is R. Now, using the first statement, what do I get? The ratio of the number of marbles with Suresh and Tarun is 4:5. Suresh divided by Tarun, or the ratio of marbles of Suresh to Tarun is 4/5. Now, if I look at the given information in the question and what is given in the statement, put together, what can I find out? I can find out what is R is to S is to T. Correct? See, I know what is R by S, I know what is S by T. So, maximum that I can find out is what is R is to S is to T, which is nothing but 7:8:10. See, I try to make this S common in both the ratios by multiplying with 2 here in the numerator and denominator, and maximum I can say is what is R is to S is to T, which is equal to 7:8:10. This is all I can say using statement 1. Here in the question they are asking, find the number of marbles with Ramesh. That I cannot find out, correct? So statement 1 alone is not enough to arrive at the answer. Using statement 1 alone, I am not getting the answer. Now let us look at statement 2. What is given here? So Divya, option 1 is not your answer. Statement 2 says if Tarun gave 4 marbles to Suresh, then how many marbles will Tarun have? T minus 4. Okay. The ratio of the number of marbles of Suresh is to Tarun would be 7 is to 8. Okay, so Tarun now has T minus 4 marbles. Suresh will now have S plus 4 marbles. Now the ratio of S by T will become 7 by 8. Correct? If Tarun gave 4 marbles to Suresh, the ratio of the number of marbles with Suresh and Tarun will be 7 by 8. So again using the second statement, okay, again using the second statement and the information given in the question, I cannot arrive at the answer. I have to find out the value of R, which I cannot. But if I combine, right, statement 1 and 2 together, so if I combine these two statements together, then what will happen? If I combine these two statements together, then I have S by T is equal to 4 by 5, and I also have S minus 4 by S plus 4 by T minus 4 is equal to 7 by 8. So I have two equations, two unknowns. I can find out the relationship between S and T here, substitute that here, solve for S and T, and in turn I can find out what is R. Correct? So the answer here will be, if I combine both the statements together, I will be able to arrive at the answer. If I take the statements separately, right, I am not able to arrive at the answer, but if I take them together, I will be able to arrive at the answer. So what is your answer here? If neither statement considered alone is sufficient to answer it, but the two statements taken together are sufficient to answer it. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be option 4. Yes, fourth one is the correct answer. Okay, remember in data sufficiency questions, you needn't solve the question. Just see if the given information is enough to arrive at the answer. Unless and until required, don't waste time solving the question. Very rarely in some questions, yes, you will have to solve it, but in general, keep this in mind. Next one. So how will you solve this? See, for the mains examination, individual questions don't appear much, but then I thought, let us take one or two questions which are individual questions. So because sometimes they do ask such questions as well, right? It is always better to be prepared well before the examination. What is given here? Peter invested certain amounts in 3 different schemes, P, Q and R, all offering simple interest. The rates of interest for these investments were 10% per annum, 20% per annum and 25% per annum respectively. The total interest from these amounts for a year was rupees 1800. His investment in Q was 50% more than that in P. His investment in R was 60% more than that in Q. Find his investments in Q. Akash says the option is 3, 2700. Okay, let's try. See what is given here. Peter invested certain amounts in 3 different schemes. Okay, so let us assume that in scheme P, I am assuming Peter is investing X rupees. Okay. Now, his investment in Q is 50% more than that in P. So, if he invests X rupees in P, in Q he is investing 1.5x. His investment in R was 60% more than Q. So, how much is he investing in R? 1.6 into 1.5x, which is nothing but 2.4x. 15 into 16, 240, correct? So, 2.4x is what he is investing in R. Now, what is the rate of interest in these investments? If you look at P, right, the rate of interest is 10%. So, what is the interest that he is receiving in each case? For the investment P, right, the interest that he is receiving is 0.1x or 10% of x. For investment Q, he is receiving 20% of 1.5x, or that is nothing but 0.2 of 1.5x, which is nothing but 0.3x. For R, what is the interest that he is receiving? 25% per annum, or 25% of 2.4x, or that is nothing but 2.4 divided by 4. 25% is 1/4, correct? So 2.4 divided by 4, or it is nothing but 0.6x. See, remember, whenever you have such percentages, right, 25%, take it in terms of fractions. It is easier to solve. Okay. So the interest that he receives for R is 0.6x. Now it is given that the total interest from these amounts for a year is rupees 1800, or if I add all these interests, right, the total comes to 1800, or I can say 0.1x plus 0.3x plus 0.6x. That is nothing but, if you add it all, you get 1x, correct, is equal to 1800, or x is equal to 1800. Now what is the question? Find his investment in Q. How much is he investing in Q? 1.5 of x. What is 1.5? 3 by 2, right? 1.5x or 1800 into 3 by 2, which is nothing but 2700. So this is what he has invested in Q. So what will be the answer? Your answer will be option 3, 2700. So Vidya and Akash have given me the correct answer. Naidu says the answer is 2400. No, Naidu, it is 2700. Please check. I hope it is clear now. $2,700 is your answer. Very, very easy question, right? Just calculate it and get the answer. Naidu, it's okay if you make a mistake. We all learn from mistakes. Good that you tried and gave me an answer. See, guys, give me the answer. Even if you are making a mistake, it's perfectly fine. So Sony says, ma'am, please once again. Sony, see, what is the investment of the 3 people? P is investing X rupees, Q is investing 1.5x rupees, and R is investing 2.4x rupees. Now, for 1 year, the interest rate is also given here, right? So what is the interest that P gets? 0.1x. The interest that Q gets is 0.3x. The interest that R gets is 0.6x. Basically what I have done is here multiply this, right? X rupees into 10 by 100. That is the interest, correct? 1.5x into 20 by 100. Similarly 2.4x into 25 by 100. That is the interest received for the first year, right? You add all that. I didn't write this step explicitly because I don't think it was required. This is equal to, 1800 or you get x is equal to 1800. What is the question? Find out the value of 1.5x. Okay. Sony, I hope it is clear now. Next. Sai Manikanda, for the previous question, if you take in values like that, right, it might not work because they've already mentioned the interest, right, is 1800. So for if P is 1000, right, accordingly you will be giving a value for Q and then for R, and the values might not match. See, to solve this question, this is a very, very easy question actually if you read it correctly. Okay, see, they're talking about two children. Okay, one person says, I have two children, a son and a daughter. Both of them are less than 10 years old. The age of my son, who is younger, is equal to cube root of the product of ages of my two children. Okay, the first statement says, I have two children, a son and a daughter. Okay, there is a son and there is a daughter. The son is the younger one. Remember, his age is less than 10. The age of my son is equal to the cube root of the product of ages of my two children. Okay, see, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, right? 3 cube is 27. So, yeah, correct. So, mainly you will require only these three, right? Now, what is given? There are two children, right? Product of their ages. If you multiply the ages of the son and the daughter, remember the age of the son and the daughter is less than 10 years. Now, when you multiply their ages, the answer that the cube root of that, right? The cube root of this is going to be the age of the son. Correct? The product of ages of son and daughter. So, son into daughter. Okay, if this is the age of the son, this is the age of the daughter, cube root of that will be the age of the son. So, what can be the possible cases? See, one more information that is given here is, now if you play, next let us just keep reading the question, okay. If you place the digit representing the age of my son to the left of the digit representing the age of my daughter, you may get my age in years. Similarly, if you place the digit representing the age of my daughter to the left of the digit representing the age of my son and divide the figure by 2, you may get the age of my wife, who is 3 years younger to me. What is the age of my son? So, remember, the age of the son has to be cube root of a number, right? So, what can be the ages of the son? It can be, see, put a trial and error and see, na? Definitely the age of the son can't be 1, right? If the age of the son is 1, then this is cube root of 1, or that means the son and the daughter should have the same age, which is not possible, correct? Next possibility can be the age of the son is 2 years. If the age of the son is 2 years, then what happens? Cube root of 2 into daughter, or what will be daughter? Daughter here has to be 4 years old, right? Then only cube root of 8, you will get it as 2. So, this is one possibility. Now, try the next one. Let us think the age of the son is 3. So, if the age of the son is 3, cube root of 3 into what? Answer, you should get it as 3, correct? Or what can come here? This can be 9, correct? Age of the daughter can be 9. 9 3s are 27, cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so in this case, the age of the daughter can be 9. Okay, now next possibility, age of son is 4. If the age of the son is 4, what should be the age of the daughter here? 64, correct? Age of the daughter has to be 16, which is not possible because daughter and son both are less than 10 years old. So, this possibility will not arise. So, it has to be one of these possibilities, right? So, which are the two possibilities that can happen? Either the son is 2 years old and the daughter is 4 years old, or The son is 3 years old and the daughter is 9 years old. Now, but can I stop here? No, I cannot. Now look at the remaining information given here. If you place the digit representing the age of my son, okay, to the left of the digit representing the age of my daughter, or let me just erase this. So if I am taking both the cases, okay. It is said if you keep the age of my son to the left of the age of my daughter, you will get my age in years, okay. Similarly, if you place the digit representing the age of my daughter to the left of the digit representing the age of my son, okay, that is 42, and divide this by 2, right, you will get the age of my wife. So using the first case, this is my age and this is my wife's age, correct. And it is next sentence says that my wife who is 3 years younger to me. Yes, if I am 24, in this case my wife is 21 years. So this seems to be correct, because it is satisfying all the conditions. So this has to be your answer. But anyway, let us look at this option also and try it out, right. So in this case, if this was the case, right, S is 3 and D is 9, what will be my age? My age will be 39. And what will be my wife's age? 93 divided by 2. First of all, it is not completely divisible, and definitely the answer that you get here will not be 39 minus 3. So this is not your answer. So your answer has to be S is equal to 2 and D is equal to 4. So what will be the answer? What is the age of my son? It has to be 2 years. Is it clear? Yes. So the age of the wife will be, again that is all not required, only the age of the son is required. But here the age of the son will be 2, daughter is 4. My age, right, the person who is talking in the question, his age will be 24 and his wife's age will be 21. Is it clear? Best thing to do is just go put in values and see like this. For sure you are left with only 2 cases and you just have to check which would be the correct case. Question is actually easy, but the way it is represented now, we might feel that it is a bit confusing. Dhanashri, is it clear? Yes. Next question. Okay, so Karthik is there in the session. Hi Karthik, good evening. So the next question is there on your screen. Next question is on data sufficiency. Try it. Yes, so hi Tushar, good evening. What is given here? A is odd and B is a positive integer. Is B odd? Okay. So I know A is odd. Okay, and I have to find whether B is odd. All I know is B is positive number, positive integer. Now, first statement says A plus B is even. A is an odd number, right? So, see, just put in values and see. That is the best way to try it out, okay? So, what is 3? See, if I am doing, this is A is an odd number. If B was also an odd number, what is my answer? My answer will be 8. If B was an even number, let's say 4, 7, right? So, when they say that A plus B is even, so what does that mean? I already know A is odd, right? See, odd plus odd will always give you an even number. Similarly, odd plus even will always give you a odd number. Correct? That's what I said, might be. You can remember this, but you needn't. Just put in values and check. That is more easier to do. Correct? So just put in the values. So what using the first statement, what can you say? When I know that A plus B is even, I know that B has to be odd, right? B has to be odd, then only A plus B can be even. So using statement 1 alone, I am able to get the answer. Now look at statement 2B is even. Now using that, can I say whether B is even or odd? See, even if B has a even value, right? Like 2 into 4, that is also even. Even B was an odd number like 5, that is also even. Any number multiplied by 2 is going to be an even number, irrespective of the number. It can be even number or odd number. So using the second statement alone, I cannot say whether B is odd or even. So second statement alone is not enough to arrive at the answer. So what is the answer that you are looking at? Only 1 is sufficient to answer the question. Okay. So the answer here will be option 1. Okay, next one. So the next question is based on this information that is given. There is a table that is given here. So we have to answer the questions based on this table. So let us look at the first question. Try to read the given information and start solving the question. I hope all of you attended the missing data interpretation session that was held today at 4:30. If you have not attended that, go through the archive. So what is given here? Answer the questions on the basis of the data table given below, which shows the sales of televisions and refrigerators by a dealer in 3 states Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. For any period, units ordered is equal to units sold plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. All sales figures are in rupees 1000. All other things are constant. The dealer sells only television and refrigerators and only in 3 given states. Okay, so then the table is given. Now what does the first question say? In the period from January to March, the dealer ordered 480 units of refrigerator for all the 3 states put together. If the ending inventory was 81 units and the beginning inventory was 36 units, then what was the approximate selling price per refrigerator during the given period? Anyone got the answer? You guys give me the answer and then I'll start solving it. Otherwise it will be just like I'm taking up a question, solving it. You're just listening. So that's not how you learn quantitative ability especially. You have to solve. You have to calculate. Right? Because it is all about calculation. Mainly when it comes to data interpretation, there will be a lot of calculations involved. You have to calculate. Yes. So how will you solve this? Sony says S is equal to 365. What should I do after this? Okay. So what is given here? In the period from January to March, the dealer ordered 480 units of refrigerator. Okay, and ending inventory is given, beginning inventory is given. So remember this formula. This formula you have to use throughout this question. Units ordered is equal to units sold plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. So units ordered is given as 480. 480 is equal to units sold plus what is ending inventory here? 81. And what is beginning inventory? 36. Or what is the number of units sold? Number of units sold is equal to 81 minus 36 is 45. Correct? So units sold is equal to 480 minus 45, which is 435. So totally in this given period, the number of units sold has been 435 units. Okay. Now next, what else? What is given? What should you find out? What is the approximate average selling price per refrigerator during the given period? So from January to March, you have to consider the total sales of all the refrigerators. Correct? You have to consider the total sales of all the refrigerators. You know how many refrigerators have been sold. So the total sales divided by the number of units sold will give you the selling price. per refrigerator. That is what you have to find out, right? So what is the total sales of refrigerators in January? It is nothing but 275 plus 310 plus 335. See, whenever you have this question is based mostly on additions. So how will you add here? See, don't write like this, right? 275 plus 310 plus 335. This will be time consuming. First of all, you have to write down these values, then add them, right? The easier way to add such questions will be to split and add, split and merge. This 275, just add like this, right? 200 plus 300 plus 300. Add that first. 200 plus 300 plus 300, that is 600 plus 200, 800. Then you are left with 175, 10 and 35. I hope you understand what I am saying. Just split and add, right? See, 200 plus 300 plus 300, that is equal to 800. Now 800 plus 75, 875. 875 plus 10, 885. 885 plus 35. If you add it that way, it is far more easier, right? 885 plus 35 will be 920. So here it is going to be 920. Similarly, if you add these three, what will you get? 400 plus 300 plus 300. So 300 plus 300, 600. 600 plus 400 is 1000, right? 1000 plus 35 plus 60 plus 90. How much will that be? I hope you understand what I am trying to say, right? So this will be 95 plus 90, or totally it will be 1185. Here 420 plus 485 plus 425. So 400 plus 400 plus 400, that is 1200 plus 20 plus 85 plus 25. So that will be 1330. So what is the total sales of the refrigerator? Add these three. 920 plus 1185 plus 1330. How much will that be? That will be 3435, right? Followed by 3 zeros. It is given in terms of thousands. So what is the answer that you are looking for? The answer that you are looking for is 3435 divided by 435, right? This is the total sales. This is the number of units sold. So this will give you the selling price per unit. So 3435 by 435, it will be approximately 7900. Yes, so the answer here will be option 2, 7900. Yes, all of you have got the answer as 7900. Good. Akash, Tushar, Vidya. Good. Soni, I hope it is clear now what is asked in the question. Okay, next one. So try this one.
What is the answer for this one? So the previous question was on refrigerators, now this question is on televisions. So again for this definitely you have to add, see they are talking about television sold for 3 months, right, and all the 3 states put together. So again you have to add this like how we did for refrigerators. Here what are they asking? Find the approximate value of the order placed. So you have to find for what value the order was placed. Yes, you have to find the cost per unit and then find out the order value. Okay, I'll start solving it. What is given? In the 3 months, the dealer sold 927 units of television in 3 states put together. So, units ordered is equal to units sold plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. Again, I am going to use this. Okay, so what is the units ordered? Units ordered is equal to units sold, that is 927 plus ending inventory is 101, beginning inventory is 28, or what is this equal to? Mm, 1028 minus 28, or that's nothing but 1000 units. So how many units have been ordered? Units ordered is 1000 units. Okay, so this is the units ordered. Now on each unit sold, a 20% profit was made on the selling price. Find the approximate value of the order placed. Okay, so totally what is the sales value? 670 plus 725 plus 780, correct, in January. That is nothing but 600 plus 700 is 700, 1400 plus 600 which is 2000, 2000 plus 70 plus 25 plus 80, that is nothing but 2175. Similarly here 920 plus 875 plus 1020, that is nothing but 900 plus 800 plus 1000, correct, or $2,700 plus 20 plus 75 plus 20, that is 2,815, and this will be 3,000 plus 15 plus 30 plus 75, 3120. Add all this, what will you get? Right, so what is the total sales that has happened here? The total sales, right, or the total selling price here is nothing but 811 followed by 1 2 3 4, right, this is the total sales that has happened. Or what is the selling price per article per TV here? See totally how many units have been sold? 927 units has been sold. So this is the selling price of one article. Okay, now what are they asking here? On each unit sold, a 20% profit is made. So what is the selling price of one article? First find this out. What will this be? This will approximately come to 8,750. Now in this selling price actually there has been a profit of 20%, right, or what is the profit that is made per unit? See, on each unit sold, a profit of 20% is made on the selling price. So what is the profit made? 20% on the selling price is the profit made. So this is the profit that has been made, or I can say 1750 rupees is the profit that has been made in each unit, right? Or what is the cost price per unit? Cost price per unit is 8750 minus 1750, which is equal to 7000 approximately, correct? And if this is 7000, then what is the order value? How many units were ordered? 7000 into 1000, right? Is this what all of you are getting? So yes, is that the answer that you got? So I'm getting 7,000 thousands, right? So but that's not there in the option, and the other options given are also, they don't seem very close, right, for us to approximate. So I think we will have to go with none of these as the answer. Yes, you should go with none of these as the answer. 70 lakhs is what we are getting. None of these. Clear? Next one. In the month of February, the dealer sold 324 units of television and 129 units of refrigerators in all the three states together. For that month, the total beginning inventory was 27 units for the television and 42 units for the refrigerators, and ending inventory was 37 units for television and 34 units for the refrigerators. How many units of televisions and refrigerators did the dealer order in that month? So this question is relatively easy compared to the previous ones from the same set. In terms of calculations, I mean. So tell me what the answer will be. Akash, is the previous question clear to you? So what is asked here in this question? Yes, in the month of February, the dealer sold 324 units of television and 129 units of refrigerators. So, units ordered is equal to units sold plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. So, in the first case, right, I am looking at TV. For the month of February, dealer sold 324 televisions, and for that month the ending inventory for televisions was 37 units and the beginning inventory for television was 27 units, right. So this is the similarly for refrigerator. So for refrigerator, the total unit sold was 129, the ending inventory was 34 and the beginning inventory was 42, correct, or this is equal to 129 minus 8, that is 121, and this will be 334, correct. So units ordered in this case is 334, in this case is 121. Which is your answer option? Very easy. Option 4. How many units of television did the dealer order in that month? Direct substitution in the formula and you get the answer. 334 and 121. Yes, Jay Murli has given the correct answer. Option 4 is the answer, Akash. Got it? Next one. In January, the profit on television was 10% of the sales of television, and that on refrigerators was 15% of the sales of refrigerators in each state. What is the profit made by the dealer in that month from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu? So in January, the profit on television was 10% sales of television, 15% on refrigerator. So we are looking at January, and you are looking at only two states, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So what is the total sales in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu put together? 670 plus 780. So that is nothing but 1300 plus 70 plus 80 is equal to 1450. Correct. Now similarly, refrigerators in these two states put together 275 plus 335, that is equal to 500 plus 75 plus 35, that is 610. Now what are they saying? Profit on television was 10% of the sales. So how much was sold? 1450 followed by 3 zeros, right? This was the sales of television, and the profit on that was 10% of this, which is nothing but, correct? This is 10% of the sales, which is the profit. Similarly, if you look at fridge, right? If you look at the fridge, what is the profit? 6 followed by 3 zeros into 15 by 100, 15% of this, correct? Or what is that? That is nothing but 61,000 plus 61 divided by 610 divided by 2, that is 305, correct? So 61,000 plus 305 followed by 2 zeros, right? 30500, or this is nothing but 91500, right? See, 10% of this is 61,000, right? What is 5%? 30,500. Add that, that is 91,500. Now what is the question? What is the total profit? Is that what is the profit made by the dealer? So what is the total profit? Add these two. Yes, you have to add 1,45,000 plus 91,500. So the answer will be, I'm basically adding these two only. The answer will be 236,500. Option 4. Yes, Tushar has given the correct answer for this as option 4. Is it clear? Sony, is it clear? I think we have found the sum only. I didn't understand what you are saying. Yes. So Murali has also given the answer as 236500. Good. So let's move on to the next question. Hi Swati. You are a little late for the session. That's okay. You can refer back to the recording later. What is given here? These questions are based on the given graph and table. Percentage of male sportspersons, female sportsperson and trainers or coaches out of their respective total strength in India is given. Okay, and based on this questions are asked. So let us look at the first question. First question. What is the approximate ratio of the number of male players per trainer in golf to the number of female players per trainer in basketball? So what is the ratio of the number of male players per trainer in golf? Where is golf? Here, this one, right? Green is male, orange is female and blue is the trainer. So how many male members are there actually? So many are there, 150,000. Out of this 150,000, how many are in golf? 4%, right? 4% of the total male members are in golf. Or how many male players are there in golf? 4% of this, right? What is 1%? 1,500. So 4% is nothing but 1,500 into 4, which is 6,000. So there are 6,000 male players in golf. How many trainers are there in golf? Totally there are 5,000 trainers. Out of this 5,000 trainers, 3% belong to golf. What is 1% of 5,000? 50. What is 3% of 5,050 into 3? That is 150. Correct? So next, what are they saying? Similarly, the number of female players per trainer in basketball. Where is basketball? This is basketball. How many female trainers are there in basketball? Sorry, how many female players are there in basketball? See, this is 3. Correct? 3% of female players are there in basketball. Now, what is 1% of total number of female players that are there? 1,100. 1,100 into 3 will be 3%, or 3,300 female players are there in basketball. How many trainers are there in basketball? Trainers is 5%. Out of 5,000 coaches, 5% is nothing but 250. So what is the ratio that they are asking? 6,000 divided by 150 is to 3,300 divided by 250. This is the ratio that they are asking, right? Or what is this? Right? What is the approximate ratio of the number of male players per trainer in golf to the number of female players per trainer in basketball? So what will you get the answer here as approximately? Yes, approximately the answer will be 1:3. Correct? Or 3:1. Which is your answer? It should be 3:1, right? Yeah. Per trainer, see totally how many trainers are there? Divide that. That will give you per trainer, right? See, this is 25, right? You can take this 25 here. So approximately it will be 100:33, which is you can, it's like 3:1, right? 33 into 3 is 99. So close to 3:1. Take it as 3:1. Sony, I hope per trainer means it is clear to you, right? Totally there are 150 trainers, 6,000 male players are there. So how many players are there per trainer? So how many people are one trainer training? It's like that. That is 6,000 by 150. Yes. Next one. See, there is an option for the previous question 1:3 and 3:1. So be careful there. 3:1 is your answer. Next one. If 40%, 30% and 20% of coaches, female players and male players respectively of athletics participate in track events, then how many players are trained by each coach on an average for track events? Assume that no player is trained more than by one coach. What is 25? Where is 25? I took this 25 to this side for simplification, that's all. So where is athletics? Athletics is this one, right? So what is asked here? Yes, Sony, 100:33 is correct for the previous question. So how many male players are participating in track events? See, 40, if you look at male players, right, 21% are male players. So 15, this is the total number of male players that are there. So 15, 4 into 21 by 100, right? 20%, coaches female and male. Yeah, so how many male players are there? 20%, correct? 20% of this. So many male players are participating in track events. How many female players are participating in track events? This is the total number of female players. Out of that, 22% of them have are female out of the total number of females, out of which how many have participated in track events? 30% of them have participated in track events. Similarly, how many coaches have participated, how many coaches are training for track events? That is nothing but 5,000 into how many coaches? 13% belong to athletics, out of which 40% are coaching for track events. Right, you have to find these three values, answers, add these two. Right, when you add these two, you will get the total number of sports persons who are appearing for track events, and you will get how many trainers are there using this. Find the total number of sports person divided by the number of coaches. That's what they are asking, right? How many players are trained by each coach on an average for track events? So what is the answer that you get here? Find out how many male members are participating in track events, find out how many female members are participating, add that, divide it by the number of coaches, that's all. Yes, Shrikant says the sum is 13820. Good, 13820 is the sum of the male and the female members, is it? So I think this will come to around 6,300 and this should come to around 7,260 and this will be around 260. So you will have 6,300 plus 7,260 divided by 260, which will approximately be 52. Is it correct? Shall we move on to the next question? There are a bit of calculations involved. We cannot do away with calculations, right? Yes. Next one. Swati, coaches can't be 1,300. See, remember there are only 5,000 coaches, out of which only 40% are there in athletics, and out of this 40%, only 13% are going for track events. So there is something wrong in your calculation, just check. So try this question, what is given here? If male players and female players are paid so much respectively per match in cricket and the male and the female players are paid as follows in lawn tennis, then approximately what percentage are the total annual earnings of lawn tennis players more than the total annual earnings of cricket players, assuming each players play 50 matches only per year. So what is given here? Total earnings in cricket, right? Now so what should you find out? You have to find out the total earnings in cricket, total earnings in lawn tennis, find the difference and calculate the percentage. Okay, so what will be the number of male players what will be the earning of the male players here? See, it is given that male players are paid around so much per match. And how many male players are playing cricket? Where is cricket? This is cricket, correct? So, out of the total number of male players, 28% of them are playing cricket. And each of them, how much are they getting salary? They are getting a salary of 100,000. Correct? Similarly, how many female players, if you look at female players, what are they getting totally? How many female players are there who are playing cricket? 20%. Correct? Out of this 20%, what is the salary that is got by each person? Each person is paid per match 50,000. Okay? So you find, so this will be the total earning of the male player and female player together. Now find the total here, right? Similarly, for lawn tennis. Again, this question is easy only, but the thing is again calculations are involved, right? Similarly, what will be the case for lawn? If you look at lawn, the number of male players will be 6 by 100 of 150,000, correct? And each person is getting how much? Each person is getting 5 lakhs, correct, per match. Similarly, if you look at female players, it is how much? It is 20%, not 20. Lawn is here, right? Lawn. So this is 6, female is 8. 8 by 100 of 110,000. And how much are they getting? They are getting 2 lakhs per match. Find out the value. Find the difference. So what will be the answer that you get for these? I think here you will get 42 into 10 to the power 8, and here it will be 11 into 10 to the power 8, and this is going to be 75 into 6, correct? Or that is 45 into 10 to the power 8. See, I am putting 10 to the power 8 so that it's easier for us to calculate. Right here you have 22 into 8, or I can say 17.6 into 10 to the power 8. Add these two, what will you get? So this total you get it as 53 into 10 to the power 8, and this is going to be 45 plus 17.6, that is into 10 to the power 8. So what is the question? What percentage are the total annual earnings of the tennis player more than the total earning of the cricket player? Assuming each player plays only 50 matches in a year. Okay, so what is the percentage that you are looking for? 62.6 minus 53 divided by 53 into 100, or this is approximately 18%. Oops. Sorry. So approximately 18% will be your answer, correct? Yes. So approximately 18% will be the answer. Alright, so with that we are coming to an end of the questions chosen for the session. So I hope all the questions that we solved today was clear to all of you. So like I said, when it comes to data interpretation, lot of calculations are involved, okay? You cannot do away with the calculations. The only thing that we can do is try to minimize the time taken for these calculations by calculating in a better way. Okay, so all the very best with your preparation, and keep practicing. The exam is nearby, so practice more and more data interpretation sets, data sufficiency sets, or caselets. These are all very important for the mains examination. So if there is nothing, then we'll wind up the session and I'll see you in the next session. So shall we wind up? Yes. So great. That is it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off till then. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.